Pawnda. What's up? Hey guys, we're starting Pawnda Swiss this week. 5 players! Sending a message. Can we get a last minute message? Open new window. Is that too much to ask for? Hopeless. Impure King, good luck. Alright guys and girls, peoples. Masturbate. Move 11's back from Europa. Uh-oh. He seems to be online. Swiss this week. 2, 1, 0. Anyway, it's not an arena, so you don't get forfeited. Just looks like you do. There's the move. The English. Alright. I gotta mix it up a little. Not to be too predictable. Welcome everybody to our stream. $91 to go for our fundraiser for the European team. European. For the World Team Championship. USA Team 2. Back to the Hedgehog. Sledgy is back to the Hedgehog. Here we go. It's weird. I didn't get paid. Hey, alright, let's see. If you're gonna give me a chance, I'm gonna play c5. Rather than transpose to Queen's India. Where what am I doing? What am I doing? Being distracted. Alright. You wanna yes. Okay, I just used the program, but it's needing to update. Back to the Hedgehog. I have always had good results, pretty good results with Hedgehog. The klaxons go off. Are klaxons like Saxons? When do I move back to a place? Some technicalities have slowed us down a little. It may be that I don't physically move until after the World Senior Team Championship. Please remember to keep your seatbelts fastened. Fashioned after a fashion. It's fashioned after fashion. If you got fashion for passion. When hell freezes over. Yeah. You got a flavor for savings. Alright. I have to collect like the signatures from all of the people that live in my building. Because they don't want to buy my apartment instead of the people that want to buy it. So we can racially profile all potential buyers. I mean, they can. So I'm going to be moving in the heat of the summer, probably like late July, which is the best. When hell freezes over sounds good. I'm probably going to be like literally moving in the heat, the maximum heat of mid to late July. The dog days of summer will just be started. Are you interested in buying an apartment in Budapest by any chance? Move 11, I can hook you up. Wrong country, eh? Alright. I had some unfinished business. Be right back. Unfinished hot dog business. An unfinished hot dog business. Alright. For the Euro, the hot dogs have like soccer ball patterns ingrained somehow, colorized into them. That's disturbing me. I bought this package of hot dogs that has like a Euro football promotion on it, and I figured it was like just on the package. And then I cooked the hot dogs, and there's like these soccer balls like patterned into the hot dogs, into the cooked hot dogs. I'm like, what is going on? How did they do that? They tattooed my hot dogs with like soccer balls. Like, what? That's scary. That feels kind of artificial, bro. What's up with that? Forever plastics. Alright, so Impure King really knows his hedgehog. This guy knows his hedgehog. He plays the same line I play with white. Watch out for e5. Jeez. Impure. An impure king. Is that a play on words that I'm missing? You guys, yesterday, Gandalf, aka Ian McKellen, fell off the stage in the West End during a theater production. He was playing as Falstaff. Apparently he's really great, but luckily he's okay. He fell off the stage during the performance in London's West End, and he was like crying out in pain. They had to stop the show, obviously, and cancel it. Kind of like your flight, Move 11. What happened to your flight, man? I hate that when my flight gets canceled. I hope they put you up in a nice hotel. Out of curiosity, what airline did you fly? I've been mostly very, very happy with Lufthansa. I've flown Lufthansa a lot, for the most part. But like in the last couple of years, they had quite a few. We had quite a few problems with like striking, or whatever, striking pilots and stuff like that. Airline workers. Yeah. E5. Oh my god. That is a peace sacrifice. I have to take it. Must. I never had a Lufthansa flight canceled. That's bad luck. It happened to me flying Air France once, and I got really, really drunk in the hotel. I was so bored that I got really, really drunk the night my overstay. That was a disaster. And then like flying with a hangover. I was in a terrible condition the next day. Don't drink when you're flying too much, and definitely don't fly with a hangover. Is there some sort of trap here I'm missing? E5? I don't know what got into me. Okay. Impure King. Don't know what that's about. Maybe it was just a blunder. He wasn't trying to sacrifice a piece or something. He just a straight up blunder. Nothing fancy. Alrighty, Bob. Oh, Bob was back while you were gone. Everybody's Aspirate missed my Red Dead Redemption stream. Alright, back to tournament. Let's see what's happening here. Alright, I'm going to send out a last request for everyone to join this tournament. Early Bird from Lesotho. Where is Lesotho? Early Bird gets the bird. The early bird gets the bird. Alright, I am supposed to send another message to potential team players, and I didn't send my last call. Send message, where's the tournament? Pawnda Rep Swiss. Hello. Copy and paste. Alright, last desperate. Last desperate attempt. Please. Dude, last call. Pawnda Swiss has started. Damn it, can't find the exclamation point. I hate typing. I hate everything. Alright. I hate being rushed, god damn it. You only got one message. Sex draw. You should have gotten at least two, because I sent one yesterday and one today. That's impossible. And that's not even counting, like, Acerbate message. They wouldn't give me my luggage, so I stuffed my clothes in the minibar to try to clean them. Anybody just read that? This is a new concept. Wow, that's really weird, bro. Freshen them up. I don't know, man. That's pretty weird. Maybe pouring a little vodka on them or something. if you got a mini bar. You mean like mini fridge? That's one of the weirdest ideas I've ever heard of. That's really funny. Yeah, I mean, you just don't have time to like wash them and hang them to dry. What you could do is like wash them and then use the hair dryer to dry them. I've done that on occasional items. It's already round 2. Wow, that's crazy. How is it round 2 already? Sorry I'm late. I can't believe it's already round 2. Marco Ivan. I do apologize for missing the beginning of this game. 7 rounds. Rapid. The queen d8 variation. So you ever thought about handling it that way? Um, hmm, hmm. I don't know. This is cool. It's like playing the Black Redeemer Gambit without giving up a pawn. I read an article over the weekend that said fashion industry insiders spray vodka on clothes to question them. I am completely, to be perfectly honest, I am completely on the fence as to whether you're trolling me or you're serious. But I'm going to no, you're serious. That's funny. How ironic. I just completely made that up. But it's probably better than putting them in the moldy, like, the moldy mini fridge, you know? How do you freshen clothes? Oh, life hack. I put them in a moldy mini fridge. But it's a German mini fridge. Not just any mini fridge, you know, it's not like it's New York City. This is in Frankfurt. So don't worry. Germans are, you know, they're very neat and tidy and clean. Their mini fridges are better than, you know, the typical mini fridge. You don't want to like put your clothes in a mini fridge in like Newark, right? But Frankfurt is probably okay. Marco Ivan has an issue with playing pretty fast, bro. A lot of people have this. It's like a disease. The play too fast disease. Whew. All right. Why are you playing so fast? Why are you playing so fast, dude? I gotta watch out for queen c6. And I'm not fully focused yet. Why so fast? Knight takes f7. Yeah, it'll never work, dude. The tactics don't work. That's why I say, like, 99% of the time, 100% of tactics don't work. Where's the fire, man? Like, use your time, bro. This isn't non-increment. I could get it if it was. Watch this queen c6, by the way. The original plan was to play d5, but I mean, what does that do? It doesn't do anything. I got nothing here, man. Man. Not nothing, but not enough. You know, I should have more. I can play bullet chess too, man. Man. Yesterday I played unrated casual games in 2 time controls, 3+2 and 5+3. The problem is like the bad players, like the good or better players tend to not play the longer time controls. So you can't, you know, if you try to play 5+3, forget about it. Like people losing like 4 moves. So I'm like forced to play 3+2. Otherwise, like people are just extremely weak. Longer time controls, or you can't get a good opponent, and they're playing like the Boulder or the London every single game. So I found that 3+2 is the best time control. If you want to play competitive, like Blitz. Nothing wrong with the good old fashioned 5-0, but I'm accustomed to increment now. So I feel comfortable using the 3+2. I have to say though, one thing I don't like is like switching increments. You get used to like one increment, and that's why I think like the Norway chess tournament was a joke. You can't expect people to play 40 moves in 2 hours and then switch to like 0 plus 10. Stupid idea. It's like playing two separate games in the same game. You know, breaking two games into two different games. I mean, the same game into two different games. It's just dumb. Why? Why? Like, why? What's the point? Don't understand. Um, F5? Man, this dude is pissing me off. Alright. How do you like them apples? You like it? You like your bad bishop? You don't like a bad bishop. Ah, yes. All I can think of is that this guy continuously must play like 3-0. Why is he playing so fast? He actually has far more blitz games than bullet. So he doesn't play that much. He doesn't actually play that much bullet. He even has rapid games. What time control could he possibly play? It has to be like 3-0. It's like saving his time for later. Ooh. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about D5 originally. Then I realized it's something special. Ah. Preventing E5. Quite an interesting player, this guy. No risk, no reward, eh? Sexec Draw, nice. Have you joined our tournament? Nice to see you. Nice to see Move 11. I hope you guys can play. It's just a quick rapid tournament, 7 rounds. Each game takes approximately 30 minutes. Each game takes approximately, not 30 minutes. What am I talking about? Like 15 minutes. Each game is 15 to 20 minutes. Let's say 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Times 7 is max, 140 minutes. Plus breaks, 150 minutes. Plus 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours max for this tournament. Guys, we need $91 more to get to the height, to the goal, the donation goal. Now, it's tempting to sack the exchange. But there's this mate threat I have to worry about. It's really irritating. It's safer not to risk it. Sackside Draw gifting tier 1 sub to Charlie Lemonade. No, Charlie Leyenda. Legenda. I'm lucky I didn't lose a pawn there. It's very possible the sacking exchange wins. There was a problem, though. I have to prevent the mate on g2. So if I do rook d4, pawn d4, like f3, he has some variations with e5 to hit my bishop on f6, and I can't play queen h6, queen g7 mate, and defend my bishop on f6 at the same time. So in order for that position to work, I have to navigate some tactics there. Tactical navigation mode. Just don't hang mate, Bill. Blind Bill. What's Ibadas' new blind account? Blind Bill Blunder. Blind Bill Blunder. Earl Bird, otherwise known as Earl E. Bird, EEB, has joined our team. But what is this Lesotho? It's it's a country I've never heard of. Is it in Africa or is it an island somewhere? Guys, just less than 2 weeks now till the World Senior Team Championship. Team 2. USA 2. USA! Alright. You are threatening me, sir. Please don't threaten me. Please don't threaten me, sir. H5 is a healthy move for black's position. Please don't threaten me, sir. And use proper grammar. I like just straight up hung my d pawn. The funny thing was, like, I was expecting him to grab my d pawn like on the next move, but then he like took it right away. It's like, oh, well, you can do that. Okay, that's lucky that I'm not losing a central pawn by force. I'm waiting to double my rooks, but then I realized I don't have any other rooks. Okay, how do I defend this freaking pawn, man? Freaking pawn. F6. That's original. Freaking pawn. H4. You have H4. Attacking my queen again. It's thematic. He's not one to shy away from weakening the position around his king. Stab Vargan is back. Ghost Saji and World Team Senior teams. I'm really sad that like a lot of countries don't have teams at all. Serbia, no teams. Hungary, no team. Hungary has had a team in this tournament in the past. And I don't know why. I mean, it's like in freaking Poland. It's not far. It's not that expensive to travel there. I don't understand. And we have like traditionally, you know, good relationship with Poland. I don't know why the Hungarians don't have a team. My friend in Serbia, Suat Adalik, he could play. He's playing in the national championship of Serbia now. Suat looks like Dr. Evil. He full on looks like Dr. Evil. It's uncanny. I'm not sure why putting my king on h2 preemptively is a good move necessarily. But I just had an idea. Earl E. Bird. I think g3 is going to be necessary here. Phew, that was not a good game by me. In the opening, especially. Next round, 1 minute and 50 seconds. So I made only 2 minutes between rounds. I probably should have made it 3. I don't think I can change it, can I? At this late date. So Earl E. Bird. Impure King, Asterbait, Marco Ivan, Sexac Draw, Step Vargan, and Kit Ganguly. Mule Skinner, good to see you. Miyamoto is back. Medanchi, or Medanch, and Socrates. Socrates. Yeah, I haven't seen any like late joins for the world's senior team championships. 50 plus has like 34 teams. A few of them are women teams. There's a bunch of like club. England has like 4 teams. England takes their senior chess seriously, apparently. 3 teams from the USA for team 2. Seeded 5th out of 34. I'm just looking forward to playing a 9-round tournament with no little kids who are underrated. I don't have anything. I have no problem with playing kids, but I don't like playing people who are systemically underrated. Watching like all title players lose all the rating points is really disheartening. I'm at like the lowest rating I've been since, I don't know, since like 1997 or something. It's really embarrassing. Earl Bird. So we know nothing about Earl Bird. How long has this account been in existence? Oh, it's a person. Okay, he even has a picture and everything. Wow. Cool. That always scares me. Like we're gonna get forfeited. No, we got to do the like Ron Henley thing where like this is Karpov's novelty, all right? Don't tell anyone, and don't tell anyone about this movie. Don't submit the score sheet to the arbiters, okay? This is my home prep. He just takes it in stride, like he plays this every day. That's sort of surprising. Like you're prepared in advance. But some people just play fast, and that's what they do. And I've been fighting. I'm trying to fight against it. I really am. Trying to like discourage people from doing that. Bishop g4 is a move. f3 or queen e2. I haven't played this in a while. I like how people face a move that's like never played in OTB chess ever, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's normal. No big deal. Happens every day. I face." They're like, "Oh yeah, I face this every day. Totally standard to meet knight a5 in the Italian game." He doesn't even pause for like 3 seconds. I'm unveiling like the refutation of the Italian game. You're not even pausing for 3 seconds. You think you'd at least gain a little bit of time. It's unbelievable. I don't want to trade pieces. 1992. It was a pretty good year. Check. My bishop is really annoying on e7. Just get it out of the way. You are late. You are cleaning the blood out of the factory bats and its latest victim. Blood and guts. Coordination. What we need here is some coordination. Your chef had back pain. Chef? Wish I had a chef. Dude. Just vacuuming all the pieces now? Why did I waste time putting my bishop on c5 then? It's kind of annoying. He's used 0 time for the whole game. Obviously very intimidated by the higher rated opponent. He's clearly very intimidated. Oof. Maybe I should prevent that. The d4. I really prevented it. He's just playing d4. Shocking. Is this just disturbing or what? Like, how good is this guy? He looks quite human. Bishop must do something now. Yes. Yes. Yes, Wallaby. Oh, you're gonna reposition. Okay. Interesting. The team physiotherapist for Krakow. You can book me as team physiotherapist. Apparently, like Halifman is our coach, so we have like a world champion as our team trainer. That's pretty good. This guy is pretty good too. Too good if you ask me. He uses no time for the whole game against a player 500 points higher rated. That's freaking disturbing. Okay. Oh my god. I'm a little disturbed by his speed of play, I have to say. And not just speed, the perfection. Dude, seriously, I can ban you from the team if this turns out to be like a perfect game by white. I won't hesitate, dude, to ban someone on the first game they've like played against me. He's played a literally like perfect game without using any time for the whole game. Just join my team. Not perfect, but like too good. You know what I mean? It's a tough way to start. Oof. Not perfect, but too good. I don't know if I'm losing or it's a draw. I'm definitely not liking the feel of this game. Um, he's getting the picture. Most likely a draw. How is the setup on loss gonna come up? Not good. Yeah, this isn't right, dude. You're 2059 and you use no time for the whole game. Okay, bro. Now going for the win. What are you gonna do? Like flag me? What's the point? I can go over to the other side. Uh-huh. Now it's definitely a draw. His only chance was playing for a4. Well, he's gonna finish the game with like no mistakes, no inaccuracies, no blunders, using no time at all. It's pretty insane. I think that's the least time I've ever had a player use in a 7-5 casual game in like thousands of games. And to play it like not making any mistakes. Yeah, he's too good for his rating. This is a little bit suspicious, but if he can't win, it's a draw at this point. And if he continues to play games like this, I mean, we can only draw one conclusion. I mean, look at this game. 99% accuracy. Wait for it. He did make a mistake. He actually made one mistake. I'm definitely cheating, but I'm not sure about him. No inaccuracies, one mistake, one blunder, 11 center pawn loss. But at least I had to use all my time to play that well, you know? I don't know, dude, you're definitely on the... He's on the observation list for this game. Too good, too fast. You know, you would be higher rated in general. Alright, we'll see. What the hell is that? What? Wait. What is wrong? What is going on here? That was third round. Okay. He already beat Asterbait. Oh boy, I can't wait to see that game. But this game looks real. Wow. He actually made some inaccuracies against Asterbait. is special for me. I like that people give me a special treatment, you know? Yeah, that's the problem with sacrificing that pawn. If white just wants to really play safe, I just get a draw. Gifter leader 1. Discombobulator X. Who's the gifter leader 1? Astrobate. Wait a minute. Is my game starting? Alright, how many players do we have? Just 15 players. Discombobulator will join later. Vine India. Paolo. Paolo. Paoli, Pennsylvania. Miyamoto, Sakura. So we didn't get a good turnout because it's a Swiss and people like the stupid arenas better. I can't make everybody happy. You know, I love both. We have like no viewers lately. I'm thinking of retiring, just becoming like a full-time Red Dead Redemption streamer. The good thing about this is I don't have to play the same players twice. Alright guys, it's your last chance to join. So it's a good thing Discombobulator got in the tournament. Very, very disappointing turnout. Where's Morales? This tournament is for him. He's not here. Mule Skinner didn't show up. I make a Swiss from Morales and he can't play. 12, 10. I like when you play a novelty on move 3 of the Italian game. You're a title player. Your opponent doesn't even stop to think. I think that guy I reported for cheating last week. He's made blog posts about it. I have people contacting me and they're like, "Oh man, thanks for your content. I really appreciate you exposing that cheater." Here's a hint for you guys. If people are like members of like an anti-cheating group, they're like way more likely to be cheaters. Because nobody in the right mind joins those like teams, the anti-cheaters team or whatever. Or even just posting in forums about cheating. Like any normal person has like resigned themselves. They've like resigned themselves to the fact that people cheat. People who don't cheat don't waste their time like posting in cheating forums about how frustrated they are with cheaters. You know, I mean, it's a bad sign, you know. I had 2 people like contact me. "Oh man, thanks for, you know, calling out that guy for being a cheater. We suspected him, but the other evil chess site never bans him." I don't know, man. All right. So, the Kalashnikov. That's like the first person I've reported for cheating in a year. I don't know. I just give up. I don't even waste my time anymore. That guy from last week. He said LOL when I played Knight A5 against the Italian game. That's a bad sign, you know, commentating in chat, in the board chat on move 3. Alright. Sack draw, this is you. Alright, I don't know that much about you. What do I know about you? Trade. Trade. Rook b8 looks like a natural move. What if I play a4? I have no idea of the theory of this particular variation. We do have another opponent, and I mean, I get it. It's a fast time control, 7+5. I get it. It's not like real, but still, no one is using any time for any single moves. If you absolutely know the theory, okay, at least use like 3 or 4 seconds on your moves. I try to teach people. They just do not listen. They will not listen. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I try to get people to listen to me, they will not listen to me. I don't understand why I bother like breathing. Bishop g5 is interesting. It hurts me to like part with a good piece like that. At the end of the day, you gotta do something. Knight b4. What the heck is that about? What is knight b4? Oh my god. I'm afraid of 2000 players. They're not afraid of me. Okay, this particular player is 22. Rook c8. So what exactly are you threatening? Rook takes c3? Knight takes e4? I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is what's the big deal about delaying your king side? Why are you delaying bishop e7 for so long here? Look, I'm missing something. There you go. Finally played it. Saxac this is only the 3rd game I've played against him. So fast. 12 seconds for the first 13 moves, even though you're just 1900 in bullet. He has a very high chess 960 rating, by the way. Very low bullet rating for his level. For someone who uses no time for his moves. That's kind of weird. Why such a low bullet rating? You're freaking fast, dude. It seems contradictory. Why so low? A5? If I played A5, you could just do B5 or something. A5, B5. H4. I'm the only one who has to think. My opponents don't have to think. What's up with that, dude? What's up with that? The last opponent, same exact thing. Why are you so fast, bro? If you're 1900 in bullet, no, 2092, whatever. How is he so fast? You have another account just for playing bullet? Is that the deal? Bullet is only based on 100-something games. The others are based... So I would assume you have another account to play bullet chess or something. It's the only way he can only be 2092 and play this fast. It doesn't even make sense. Why? How could you be so fast? If he's used 12 seconds for the whole game, and why? Why use no time? Why? Just to make me feel like an idiot? Or you just can't help yourself? Or what? I don't even know what I'm doing, so there's no way you're like, oh, this is theory. I don't even know what I'm doing. It can't be theory, okay? This can't be a book position by definition because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. If I knew what I was doing, maybe. But there's no argument like, oh yeah, I know this. This is in my book. No, you can't because it's not because it's not even like I know what I'm doing. He's just making fast moves. Oh, my a5 pawn. My a5 pawn. Hmm. Jesus Christ. So I lose my a5 pawn? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, I feel like I'm just playing a player who's stronger than me, more confident, and is just better, you know? There's no way you're 2092 in Bullet. Doesn't make any sense. But I have very little to go on. Sexact Draw will not reveal his identity. We only have 2 games altogether. And then one was a blunder in a mouse slip. But anyway, that was an equal position. Yeah, before he blundered. Or he was slightly worse or something. But really, we haven't played much. This game, I don't remember. I am completely getting outplayed. In this Kalashnikov. Man, Move 11 never plays. What is his excuse? I was tired. I had jet lag. But he's not better than the 2059 I just played in the last game. Now he's tanking. Why tank so much? I just hung a pawn on a5. Free pawn. I mean, what are you thinking about? Rook takes, knight takes a5. Rook takes, knight takes a5, rook takes c8, queen takes d6. But I can do rook takes, queen takes a5, queen takes d6. My queen is queenism. What happened here? You used like no time for the entire game and now you're like tanking 3 minutes on one move. That's really weird. There are people who tend to tank. There was this kid. He's not a kid anymore. He's my age. I went to college with my best friend who was 2200. He used to do that. He would always play fast, but then like tank on one move at some point in the game and get in time pressure. It was kind of a weird pattern. So he chooses to play knight d4. I shouldn't have any hesitation about this. Hmm. One thing is that for sure, I never have any sort of activity in this game. I didn't want to play. I'm having some weird hallucination, by the way. Really weird hallucination with the last couple of moves. So now black is sacrificing an exchange. It's hardly like forced. Hardly forced, my dear. But you have to kind of ask the question, why? Just don't know what to make of this player. And he's fast again. He's back to fastness. Oh. Yeah, I just lost a rook. I thought I was just sacking the exchange. One move blunder. Black played 9 CPL with 1 inaccuracy. But again, the speed is like disheartening. It's very surprising. You know, you would be that fast. It's just. So this is theory to some degree. Rook c8 is a new move. Surprising too. You'd think like black would want to develop, but he chooses to play rook c8 instead. I basically played a perfect game until we both played a perfect game until I hung a rook. He tanked forever here. None here on the next move. Take knight takes a5. Rook c5 is the engine move as well. And now the exchange sack. Is not. So is that your inaccuracy? This is his inaccuracy. Perfect game. So what's your OTB rating, Sack Drop? Supposed to be. No, the problem was when I played c3, I was down to 10 seconds and you still have 3 minutes. Secondly, I thought I was sacrificing the exchange. I forgot your queen was still attacking the rook. I saw knight b3, For some reason, I thought your queen was on some other square, so I was just giving back. I was going to just give back the exchange. Yeah, I should have just played rook a3. I didn't even see I could play rook a2, but I'm losing this pawn here. But everyone I play has like a 9 CPL. Okay. Sure. That's normal. But not only they play perfectly, they use no time. You did tank on one move. It would be hard to believe that Black isn't an OTB master and plays like that. Without any psychological pressure that you're playing a titled player or anything like that. You just it's just like every single game I play, people are like perfect. It's pretty strange. Not just perfect though, like they're super fast and perfect at the same time. That's kind of strange, you know? The problem with being a streamer. Hmm. How did that guy who like played the other perfect game against me do? Hung a rook. It's funny. I mean, you're like intentionally hanging it, and then you think you're just giving up the exchange, then you realize it's a whole rook. That's pretty stupid. But again, I'm in like ridiculous time pressure. I actually have to think to find good moves. My opponents can make them like instantaneously. Isn't that weird? I don't understand how that works. How do all of my opponents play instantaneously good moves without using any time? I need time to actually play good moves. It seems strange to me. Asterbait, you played something against me like this where you did like e6. I think the computer liked it. Similar position. Do you remember that? You did like e6, knight back to e7 or something? Oh, we can do like a hedgehog by reverse hedge hippo, sorry. Reverse hippo. Well, I'm not going to report anyone for cheating today, hopefully, but I'm getting a little bit bored of people playing like perfect games, instantaneous moves. Now, in the second game, our opponent just mysteriously tanked for 3 minutes on one move for no apparent reason. I guess he was thinking about whether or not to take the pawn I was trying to sacrifice. And finally, he wisely like didn't take it, although he could. I'm curious if a computer would take that pawn. Knight d7. I learned this from Asterbait. A new approach. This is probably really bad, actually. Oh man. All right. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's close. It's extremely hyper modern. If anybody out there does cheat against me, please make sure to write like a forum post about it on the Evil Chess site or Reddit or something to try to garner some attention. Remember that like Irene Sundalkar, whatever her name is, that's doing streaming on lichess. She came to fame by playing the guy who cheated against Levy Roseman a match. It's disgusting. Playing a promotional match against a cheater to gain your your foothold in the chess commentary world. It's kind of disgusting, actually. In a weird sort of way. That was like, what, 3 years ago? Or even before COVID? There was the conflict with Levy Roseman, and I shouldn't say his name, but I'm allowed to say it, okay? Satan. He had that conflict with the guy who was really aggressive, claiming he wasn't cheating on chess.com. And now she gets to be well known by accepting a match against that dude who was just blatantly cheating, and then she like crushes him. Another Indonesian like her guy. I don't remember, of course, his name. It was just some random guy who was like pretending to be a like player off the streets who was like IM level or GM level. It was ridiculous. So what do we got here? Bishop a6, knight d4. We need to clear some room. Astrobate, what do you think? What's my knight on c5 doing in the long run? Bishop a6 doesn't seem to help me. This is just instinctive. I had the feeling I'm gonna like lose a knight or something. Maybe get my queen trapped while I'm at it. Discombobulator, 5th place without making a move today. I don't know what to do. You know, I should just stick with the arenas. I'm not going to make any more Swisses if people aren't going to play. I don't know what to do. Like, if I make arenas, Morales is like crying about people flagging him. Then we try to play real chess, no one wants to play. It's a no-win situation. It's like having music on my stream. Now here's an interesting decision. Sapphire can instantaneously play, almost instantaneously play bishop e3. But how could you decide between bishop e3 and rook d1? But he's a Stonewall expert, so I'll trust him on this. You got to give Sapphire credit that if any piece on the board he's an expert with, it's like the bad dark square bishop. He knows more about bad dark square bishops than anybody in the world, probably. Queen d5, very deep move, but has some value. It has some value. However, we must consider the other possibility, Queen h4. It's a bit more active. Our hero story, every chess player, unsung hero story. Hi guys, I'm disappointed we have such a bad turnout for today. Discombobulator has tipped $10, bringing us up to 1919. Post World War I. Discombobulator, one of the few real dyed-in-the-wool supporters of the stream. Astrobate, Mr. Slow, Mr. Puffy. Move 11. Morales. Man, F4 is just a soul-crushing blow. I wish I had kept my queen on d5 now. There's no way. There's no way I made the right decision with that queen move. I could have played bishop a6. It was way better than this. Now it's too late. If you're gonna take, I want to see your license. No, we're gonna take. I'm gonna take with the rook. I am really not playing very sharply today. Should have had some warm-up games. I'm super slow. Even with the coffee, it didn't help. Master. You have a freaking answer to that? Oh my god. Now I'm gonna cry. Alright. Great, great. I didn't see this, but now I do. It's alright, whatever. I'm just gonna like lose a piece or something. Soul Crusher move. Soul sucking jerk. That was Beck. But you're gonna allow this exchange. Oh, I thought he was gonna play Queen F2. Well, I mean, at least I really don't mind if you want to trade the knight on d6 off. I have a pawn with bishop takes g2. Oof. Bishop g2, queen g2. That's a pawn. Although I lose a tempo. Oh no. Well, I was like scared he had some weird in-between move. I had the weirdest hallucinations against Sac Draw. Sac Draw has a bishop on g5, and for like 3 moves, I was expecting him to play queen h4 until I realized that queens don't jump over bishops. Deep breath. Okay. Well, grinding my teeth isn't going to save me here. My knight has no particularly good option. Well, alright. If I have to put it on f8, I'll put it on f8. What am I going to do? Maybe I can sacrifice it. Next increment 7 times 7 times 7. 7, 7, 7. I did that once, didn't I? Maybe Sapphorkin's rustier than me. I have knight takes e5. In certain positions, maybe. Not this one. Knight f7, knight f8 just is terrible. But I would have reasonable remaining pieces and create a good way for my opponent to back rank me. 3 pawns for the piece, but white's bishops look pretty good. Okay, how about rook c3? I'd rather stay active and die like a dog. I really want to sacrifice my knight on e5, but I know that's a bad idea. The problem is the knight f8 is so hopelessly passive. The only hope is to get it to like g6. g5, opening up the diagonal for my opponent here. Obviously, that's ideal. Now my queen can be really... I'm like helping trap my queen. I have retreat squares. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Well, 2 bishops are hanging. 2 bishops for the price of 1. Haha. Just attack things and hope that it goes well. Man, I haven't followed the tournament. I made a big mistake making 2-minute breaks. It should be 3. I had been doing 3-minute breaks between rounds. Now I have no time to like recap the standings. Soul crushing noob. Hold on a second. If I take your bishop, your other bishop, you get scary past pawns. Take, rook over. Take, rook over. Oh no, b7, look out! Your other capture, okay. Yeah, that was a great idea. What I almost did there. What? Lost the piece. Now we got him. We got him right where we want him. He's got me right where he wants me. Alright, I could always use an extra pawn. You are not going anywhere, Wendy. We're up. Corrupted. The corrupted. Well, that's awkward. I feel a little conflicted here. Ah. So what do I do now? It's getting more and more annoying. Ooh, he slid over. You can just do that. Unbelievable. Dude, he's got this crushing technique. What is going on here? Won't die. It's a zombie. He's a freaking zombie, man. He will not die. I have a plan. It's a really bad plan. Stupid plan. Damn it. Okay, king h7. Bishop f8. Rook takes b6. That's not a stupid plan. It's a good plan. Give me that. Man, I had a position like this once with Nefedov. Or maybe it was someone on sound. It was someone on sound. That was ugly. Very, very similar. Damn, you are annoying, bro. He's so annoying. Stop bothering me. There. You're not making progress there. What do I have to do to win a game? Man, that was brutal. Sack draw 1 again. Let's see the latest. No, that looked pretty... Wow. Poor Impure King. Impure King had a draw. And he lost. And then what happened to our other hero? That other guy. Where's the other guy? Early Bird. Early Bird lost. He timed out. So he just drew with me and left. Oh, that sucks. He drew with me and left. Just so he tell his friends. He drew a master. Yeah, guys. Last 2 rounds. How was Draw's first game? No analysis. He's playing d4. All right. Quiet stream today. PFUK has followed. Discombobulator again, thanks for tipping $10. We've got $81 to go to the World Senior Team Championship. Acerbate, finally. Hey. Everybody, yeah, no. There's at least chat on this stream when we're playing. Hey, Acerbate. Don't get bowled over. He's regressing back to g6. Because he didn't like when I played c3 against knight c6. Full regression. Regression therapy. The Swiss cheese variation of the Sicilian. Yeah, this is principled chess. This is what I try to teach my students, to play. Really principled chess. Here. Acerbate has the insta move disease too. I swear to God, like, no one can, like, chill and use their time. The last game, though, was the first one against Stapvargan. Stapvargan, I take it back, Stapvargan is one of the only players on my stream who understands how to play with increment. You know, he plays and uses his time normally. I feel like I'm playing a real player who understands time management when I play with Sapphire again. But the other players not. They're all just like hammering out moves as fast as possible without even thinking. Wait, is thinking important in chess? Oh, shit, I didn't realize. My bad. It's a totally underrated skill, time management. And in the days before increment, it was easier because there was really only one kind of time control. You know, all tournaments were sudden death. Even with the old digital clocks, there was no other concept but sudden death. Then time delay was invented. And the time delay is similar to increment, but it doesn't add up. They're still using that in like American tournaments. It's kind of stupid, but better than nothing. The main advantage of time delay is that like you don't get flagged with like rook against rook or ops color bishops in a dead draw. But increment's similar but better. But people have to learn to understand how to play with increment. 5-second increment. If you're not having to record the moves and you're playing online, a 5-second increment is a lot. You know, it's not like 1 or 2 seconds, which is just enough to not, you know, lose rook against rook. We're talking about very bad opening here by Acerbate. It's a total fail. He didn't listen to his coach. This move E6 it's premature. How can you as black afford to play G6 and E6 so early? You know, G6 with no bishop G7. At this point you have to play bishop G7. Complete the first stage of your development. He has a little chance here. I'm not sure I played this perfectly. That's not the best. Sacking a piece is definitely reasonable. But I also think it's probably over the top. It might be a little over the top, sack piece here. Well, not unsound, it's probably not necessary. Wade has an awful lot of development now. It's like the time I played Peter Wells, but like way worse. Bishop f4, knight b5. I don't think that you can defend this. My development is virtually completed. All I need to do is centralize my rooks. And black's king is still in the middle. Oof. Very bad. No, I mean, I lost really out of the opening against Wells in one of those hyper accelerateds. There was the same sort of thing where I had to play like e5, which is kind of, to defend against some bishop f4, and it's not really desirable. This should be a good game. Sack draw against Stapvargan. Try to guess the opening. Yeah, I don't know what Peter Wells does. He must be like a chess coach. We played twice, I just realized. I forgot I had played him once in Hastings and lost in a semi-Slav. It was a sharp Bafnik variation. He just knew the theory better than me. And then the second time was I was black. He was black in the first game. The second time I played him in Hungary. But he was much stronger than me. He was much stronger than me in both cases. I was like not even an IM when I played him. Okay. What opening was this? The French defense? Kraken. French defense. So the bishop on g6? I don't think so. It's an advanced Kraken. Or a Slav. Oh shit. But I don't understand. Saxophone was playing d4 before. Now he's suddenly playing e4? What's up with that? He plays e4 and d4. Really? Well, that's quite useful to play both e4 and d4. Not that common. Nice in-between move there. Wow, this is like a good-looking position for white, but what about the d4 pawn? One more round left. What's up, someone on sound? Ooh, pole position. I lost. I hung a rook against Saxophone, but he played well and I had no time. Forcing, unforced, whatever, It was a forced error, not an unforced error, but still bad. So I was thinking of your style of play, someone on sound. The werewolf is tricky. I'm a werewolf. My son said I look like a homeless. I didn't shave last week. Well, I had my hair. I let my hair down, and I just took a shower. And I was joking that a friend of mine looks like a werewolf. I look like a werewolf. If I let my hair down, everybody. Alright, so queen d1. But Stapvargan is very capable of defending like inferior positions pretty well. White is obviously better, and I wouldn't want to be like facing some really extremely strong technical boa constrictor style player here with black. Karpov, for example. But what happened in the opening? A black played c5. I kind of don't like c5, but c3 is non-critical. And then Stapvargan exchanges on d4, but this is a mistake. What reason do you have to exchange on d4? I don't think that there's a good, valid reason to exchange on d4. It seems to favor white. How's the air conditioning, Astrobate? Are you still living in the shed in the yard? this year. I hope not. Magnum, Asteroid is basically like Magnum PI, and Higgins, Higgins lets him live. He lets him. Sometimes he lets him live in the main house on the estate. Right, Acerbate? Yeah, it have been 10 here over a year. They didn't let him in the main house. Higgins. Master. Soylent Green is people. The master of the house. I'm not going to do any spoilers. Sorry for the Magnum PI. Spoiler. Um, oof. Sack. Sack, draw. See, what sack, draw needs here is a passed pawn of some kind. Why did he take with the pawn? Now you ask that question. He wanted to keep his pawn structure connected. Maybe he wanted to play for c4, but Uber Driver's point is that now he doesn't have a passed pawn. Without a passed pawn, it's going to be very hard for White to win this game. And that's why Uber Driver is asking this question. Black has this. Or Bishop h5. Bishop h5? Okay, dude. Bishop h5 is a really strange move, if I'm going to be honest. That is a strange move. I'm not playing Bishop h5. Master. What's Master's name again? McMasters. Oh, this was the plan. He snuck it into e4. But what does it do? I mean, you could play Bishop g6, Bishop e4. This sort of like half dozen one, six the other. Why would you go Bishop h5, Bishop f3 instead of just like Bishop g6 to e4? I mean, the heck difference does it make? White has c4 at some point, and he's still better. He's up a pawn. Black could also consider breaking with f6, but I liked h5, h4. You know, I think that's stat bargain. Rather than wasting time with Bishop h5, he should have put the screws to White with h5, h4. This is probably a draw. I mean, at the end of the day, the double pawns aren't that great. I like nice idea h5. Where'd you come up with that idea? Now, this is a critical. Oof. Yeah, this is a critical moment in the game. Wow. I have to admit that I expected Queen f4, and I also didn't see mate in 1. Hopefully, if I was playing the game, I would have seen it as well. The Queen f4 is a very natural move. You're trying to trade queens, get black to maybe like undouble your pawns. It's funny that I also wanted to play queen f4. And I was going to say, okay, does black want to exchange queens or play like queen g6? But I think queen takes g2 mate is better. Wow. So that was the only thing holding Saxe drawback is mate in one. All right, so I'm crushing it. Staff-Argent can catch me if I lose the last round. Discombobulator is playing against Impure King. Oh my god, what a beautiful pawn structure. You have like an Atari console. What was that game? Tank? Do you remember this structure? Was that... I guess it looks like Space Invaders. Missile Command. Does anybody remember like original Atari games? What am I thinking of? You're lucky an Arsenal fan doesn't show up. Uh-oh. Rengal. Lucky. I haven't seen Arsenal fan in weeks. Yeah, I'm lucky that he doesn't. I'm lucky as bleep that Arsenal fan didn't show up. Lucky in what way? In general? Or like he might win the tournament? Or he's having a mental breakdown? Put everyone in the wood chipper. No, he hasn't been here in a long time. I don't know what happened. Maybe he's like offended by something and being passive aggressive. I don't know. I hope he's okay. Yeah. Maybe he's just busy. I assumed he was just busy. Zayat Shumov has followed. Alright, boys and girls. It's time for last round. This is the last round. Both Saxec Draw and Staff-Argent. Actually, all three can catch me if I lose the last round. Woo-woo! Sorry you couldn't play, or chose not to play someone on sound. I like Arsenal. When I'm not hating him, I like him. It's easy to love and hate him simultaneously. Maybe he's just busy watching football. It's like football season. The end of football season? I don't know. Summer football? Maybe he's watching the Euros. The Celtics won. Yeah, I watched almost 0 basketball games, as usual, this year. And the Red Sox beat the Yankees 2 games in a row and the Toronto Blue Jays in succession. Like, what's up with that? Maybe they were inspired by the Celtics or something. I watched Euro soccer. I just started kind of beginning to like it a little bit. What do Celtics play? NBA. NBA. They won the National Basketball Association Championship against the Dallas Mavericks. The Celtics haven't won the title in a while, but they usually have a competitive team. Probably the most consistent team in Boston sports. The Boston pro basketball team. Discombobulator is playing the E3 poison attack. AKA Spike. What's his name? No, Axl Rose. The Axl Rose system. Yeah. Successfully played by Mamajarov, Hikaru. Uh-oh, 911 services are down statewide right now. That's what happens when the Celtics win the NBA Finals. But what is it, a heat wave thing? No, dog. What happened to your central pawn? Yeah, I have a heat wave. Oh no. I don't want you to play bishop b2. Would it be greedy if I tried to win material here? Would you think less of me if I went for it? With the material grab? I don't know, man. I'm falling behind in development. This is not a no-brainer. I mean, the main character of like Zombies versus Plants. What's the guy's name? He would probably play this instantly. But no brainer, Mister No Brainer, Uber driver. I don't know, Uber driver. I think you guys are just tending to make snap judgments about stuff too quickly. White is not necessarily lost. I know I'm winning. What are you talking about? Why am I winning? I don't understand. Uber driver, you make too many snap judgments about positions. I'm not being like facetious, like seriously. It's like a pattern. Why would I be winning here? I'm not even sure that 94 was a good move. I know I'm winning. Did your teachers have as much like frustration in school with you? Oh, Eddie. How many times we have to tell you? Unteachable? Come into play at some point? I knew 94 was a mistake. I just couldn't accept it. I wanted to play 96. In any case, White's position is okay. Okay. Maybe we have like an outside chance here. This weird move. This has got to be asking for trouble. I'm really asking for trouble with this move. The strategic plan. Um, I don't think there is one. Assume there's a strategic plan. I'm playing already. The plan is get the opponent to overextend themselves. What else? But I mean, normally in the ready, I would be playing like b3, not putting my queen on b6. So I'm interfering with my own development in a sense. I'm in a shaky situation. I I played like a dumbass playing the move knight f4. Joey the kangaroo from Toys R Us. Is that what you're talking about? Tell him that the company was bought out or destroyed by private equity firms, and he's going to need to find a new job. And it's been like 10 years he's been unemployed already, so. And there's no excuse that, like, zebras have cornered the market on like, street crossings and stuff. That is what actually happened. Like most good businesses, they were swallowed up by greedy private equity firms that just, like, ruined a perfectly good business. It's like business cannibalism. Chess zebras! You cornered the market on street crossings. The other day I forgot the word zebra. I was like, stay in the giraffe. Alright, bishop f3. Well, this is a pretty funky situation. So I have a knight hanging. Knight d6 is awkward but fun. Awkward and fun. That'd be a good way to, like, lose material. Actually, a really stupid way to lose material. I'm not putting my knight on d6. There is knight g5. Well, the other thing they do, Uber Driver, is that they charge, like, exorbitant interest rates on the money that they loan the company to stay afloat, and then this happened to Red Lobster, right? Well, Red Lobster may have been a little more complicated, actually, but it's connected. On the board, boys, get on the board. Yeah, d6 would be forking. No, I mean, I have knight takes c5. d6 is nothing but trouble. All he did was, like, put 2 pawns on the 4th rank. Driver is so brutal about the overextended pawns thing. It's not like they even reached the 5th rank, man. It's his own 4th rank. You're criticizing him for overextending his pawns. Damn, dude. That's kind of harsh. It's possible my queen is trapped, though. I'm not feeling a lot of movement here. A little too short of squares for my personal preference. There is d3. Yeah, I guess we can sneak out to d3 and over to a6. Well, horses and cowboys. Now I understand. I was thinking of horse takes cowboy at some point. Would that be wrong? It would maybe allow for some decongestion in white's position. Oh, you're after my pawn. Yeah, this probably mobilizes his development. Really, I don't think I want to do this. I like my knight on g5. Go for rook b5. Win a piece. I'm just pride. 7 games is too much. That does embarrass my knight on g5 that I allowed this to happen. Alright, so the smoke is starting to clear. Wildfires this time of year, just getting out of control. Smoke is clearing. Bishop takes d4. Knight b3. No. Keep it simple. We're up 2 central pawns. Our central pawn's important. Discombobulator is... Yeah, he's a wild fellow. A little too wild at times. I don't know how correct my play was. You know, it felt kind of funky. That's pretty ugly. But I am losing my pawn. No guarantee this is a win, huh? I'm kind of hoping with the to try to keep 2 rooks on the board. With those broken Isolani king, with the broken Isolani king side and the presence of the A pawns, I mean, you got to imagine that white is in trouble. My rook is not in a good position, but that can always be fixed. Check. Now my rook is not in a bad position. What about that exchange? What about that exchange, huh? Is that good? Maybe I ought to be a little more patient here. Improve my king first. You're not going anywhere. Okay. Mr. Freeze. Mistake. Mistake. Lots of mistakes in this endgame. Mostly mistakes. Uber driver, you say some of the funniest things, dude. The disco player might draw. Dude, don't go out on a ledge, man. Like go out on a ledge with some kind of crazy concept. That's an awfully risky thing to say, isn't it? Stake your reputation on that? White might draw? Damn, dude, that's kind of controversial. Stoking controversy again. He might win or lose too. Why narrow it down to like one particular result? He might draw. He might not. Now it doesn't look too good. The stalemate is highly likely. Never push the pawn to the seventh rank until you're sure. That's kind of the key in these types of working games. A2 would be very committal. It could be a draw in some case. Here, if I played A2. I don't think so though. I think his king size 2 messed up. But even if I played A2, I'm still winning. Life's too short for bad rook position. Oh no. No flagging, Pop. No stalemate. No flagging. It just takes all the fun out of the game. Liberating his king with this move. Look at that. Active defense. Why I'm even playing. Oh yeah, that's a good move. I forgot. Check. Something about building bridges. Is that an issue? At least you're not worried about stalemate. Alright. He couldn't take it anymore. The suspense was killing him. Wow. I'm curious about this game before we announce the final result. Dude, see, Mamadjarov. D takes c5 is not a good idea. But it's actually surprisingly been played by Mamadjarov. D5 is obviously more common. I am surprised that this has been played by some decent players with white. It's a reverse ready, so it's not that bad. Uber driver said that white is overextending his pawns. It turns out this has all been played. And my guess here is actually Mamadjarov Carlsen. So my guess is that knight fe4 is a mistake. At the end of the day, though, like 96, it feels too passive, and that was my problem. If I play 96 and white plays bishop b2, we're simply transposing to a normal ready with reverse colors. So it's like, I have to find something here I have to find something here with black that's more active than just 96. But it's like, it looks like most people had played knight ce4. So the computer says, you know you're winning. This is Uber driver's comment after knight on fe4. It's Anton Guijarro versus Giri. Anton Guijarro versus Bachier. And I knew I was winning, he says. Well, I knew I was winning except for the fact that I'm not winning, you know, and after knight d4, white is okay. But I do think that this is a mistake. So I'm supposed to play knight f4. But what's the point after bishop e2? Just b6. Wow. So, discombobulator, you're a genius. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the opening. The way you played it. You weren't overextended. Don't listen to Uber Driver. He talks out of his butt a lot of the time. Your position was perfectly fine. And we're actually following Aguirre. Wow, queen b6. I played like Bachier. Wow, this is Bachier versus Anton Guijarro 2021. Obviously a3. And my move is a novelty. But it looks like Bachier might know what he's doing. Damn. He played d5. Holy shit. I feel like I looked at this move, but only later. You had that in prep somehow, but cannot remember the line. So a5 is a novelty by me. d5 is best. And the point is, if you take, I can capture on d4 and give you this like funky pawn structure. But I don't think it's so bad, honestly. You know, it's still like equal. Don't believe Uber Driver. That white is lost. So let's see my novelty. a5, sharper. The sharper move. The Reverend Al Sharpton. a5 was sharper, but bishop f3 is a mistake. And after bishop f3, I'm better. But I missed the best move, knight f4, g5. Obviously, knight f4 to g5. Here. It was a cool game, dude. And this is a blunder. c5 is a blunder. But it was kind of chaotic after that. This is a huge square, by the way. I was concerned about the d5 square during the game, you know, because I have like nothing protecting it. So, but I'm still winning after c5. c5 is just a blunder. Bishop f3 is a mistake. Good game, dude. All right. So final result, a really crushing performance by me with a 2262 rating, average performance, sack draw with a higher performance rating, 23, 24, and Stapvargan even higher. Wow. Stapvargan gets third place with a 2385 performance. Best of all. Discombobulator, you got fourth place. Discombobulator got the booby prize. No, the booby prize is like for last. So what do you get like in the bubble? The fourth place. You get like a certificate with your name on it. Fourth place. Nice job. So, fourth place for Discombobulator, Impure King somehow in fifth, Acerbate in sixth place. You got 3 wins. Early Bird, interesting account. They just left after drawing me in that computer-like game. That was weird. Paolo, thanks for playing. Ankit. Medanch is new. We had just a total of 15 players, so I don't know what to do, guys. More players. We need better advertising and more players. But, you know, I just wanted to have a quick look at that draw I had. I mean, this is so crazy, right? The early bird guy. We didn't have time to analyze the game. We didn't have time to analyze the game. I like how I get knight a5 is dubious. Fuck you, Stockfish. There's lots of openings that are negative 0.7, like the King's Indian, for example. I'm like, the King's Indian, the whole King's Indian is like plus 0.7 for white. Knight a5 is dubious. Alright. Did you know white can win a pawn? Of course I know white can win a pawn. I just undefended my pawn on e5. I've analyzed this stuff in depth. Uber driver, I love your questions. We can also sacrifice a bishop on f7. There's fascinating complications arise from that. But this is a cowboy. Cowboys and Indians. I just want to see how perfectly white played. Knight f6, and now the dude has used no time. You know, you don't face knight a5 every day. He plays very simple, probably best move right away. Play d5. Okay. So here, black can simply recapture. But I've analyzed this. And you can know that by the fact that after f3, by the way, queen d2 is possible. The fact that he plays f3, you guys think I'm joking about this. This is serious. Bishop c8 is the best move. I've literally analyzed this at home. And my opponent, who's supposed to be like 2,000 on lichess, just uses no time. I mean, there's just no way, dude. Okay, he's making very, very logical moves. He's definitely not using the engine, clearly. I couldn't accuse him of that, but it's something weird, you know, like how can you play so quickly and confidently? Rook e1 check, bishop e7, and now, boom, he plays the engine number one move. Again, it is pretty obvious, but I mean, you know, to use zero time, does anybody think this is strange? f6. He's using zero time, literally. Not engine number one move every turn, though. Just decent moves. Good moves. So I threw in bishop c5 check. This is a mistake. But the consistency. a6 was a mistake. But even after making like minor inaccuracies, I'm still not losing. Now it's +1 for white. A draw with black is okay, you know, against an opponent who plays perfectly. I don't mind that. Yeah, this was an interesting move, d5. But his move is like third best engine move, knight c2. At first I thought it was a mistake. Then I realized his idea was to just be able to put the knight on d4. Now his advantage has gone up to 1.3. I'm really on the edge of being lost. After perfect move, queen e7, rook e7, king f8, and now here. And now I trade off all the rooks. Am I lost after trading off all the rooks? I don't want to trade off all the rooks here. My preference would be to trade one set of rooks. But how do I trade one set of rooks? Well, engine number 3 is good enough. Discombobulator. If you play Magnus Carlsen, you're going to beat him if you play the engine number 3 move. As long as like you're making like the forced recaptures and stuff. Sometimes you have to make the number 1 or 2 move. I'm serious. But it's like more and more prevalent that people are going to do this. I can afford to trade one rook. I don't really like trading both. And I don't know if I'm lost here or not. This is an interesting endgame. He still only used negative 18 seconds for the whole game to remove 30. King G1 instantly. Engine number 2 move. King F2, engine number 1. King E3, obvious. Am I lost? I don't know. No, Uber driver, like, making funny comments. B4 for white is, like, in what position you want to play B4? B4, it's like you're trying not to lose or something. B3 is the best move. He plays A3. This is an inaccuracy. And then F4 is another inaccuracy. So he's definitely not, he may not even be playing top 3. It's almost like he's Uber driver. He's trying not to lose. I'm a clear pawn down and it's a draw at this point. This is a draw. I was a little worried about E3 check. But it's still a draw. But I think the thing is, like, this is about defending, the integrity of this defense. If I can draw endgames with black, then this move is sound. If I can draw endgames like this pawn down, the line is sound. It's sound. You might say, well, yeah, but I mean, Bishop F7 is rolling the dice and white can lose. And so I've got to take some draws, but I'm also going to get people who are going to sack a piece here and collapse in complications later on. So I think the line is real validity. Play the 2 knights defense. And yeah, you can play knight G5, knight A5 there. You don't say, not here, after D5. Someone actually played that, that's funny. So here takes, yeah. You don't say, this is a line Uber driver. I wasn't aware of that. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. Do you have a name for knight A5? No, I don't have a name for it. I want to call it the cheater magnet defense. But it's like pocket aces. I mean, so pocket kings are like ace magnets. Knight A5 like magnetizes. It draws cheaters to like play white against you when you play that. But for some reason, I was gonna call it the Pawnda defense. Kind of lame. I don't have a creative name for it. So I'm open to suggestions. The Black Bat. Batman defense. That sounds cool. Hey! I can dress up in like a Batman costume. And do like videos on TikTok. Hey everybody! We've got another Batman defense game for you. The bat, or just the bat, the black bat, the blue bat. But anyway, it looks like a bat kind of flying out there on the wing. Anyway, guys, thanks for playing. Sparkle Horse, first place. Sack draw with second. Step Vargan with third. Yeah, I lost. Lost the game. The imbibed knight. Imbibed! Imbibed. Interesting use of word. It was imbibed. You mean like inebriated knight is more like it. The drunk knight? Inebriated. The drunken knight. That's a good name. Probably taken already. Imbibing like means someone drank it. All the good players in 1 to 3. Shocking, isn't it? Those 2,000 guys. Earl Bird, though. I don't know about Earl Bird, man. Dude's got a very serious, solid chess 960 rating, but his time use is kind of unbelievable. Is he played Impure King? He did play Asterbate, but Asterbate, you know, Asterbate's Asterbate. What happened against Earl Bird? He played the knight c6, knight f3, knight c6 against Asterbate. d5 dubious. Okay. Sure, computer. And he just played like a London. Ugh. Gross. And here he played a6. Asterbate, you should 100% take this knight. 100%, bro. Asterbate was like, oh no, Sleddy's going to criticize me for trading bishop for knight. You have full permission slip to take this knight now. On c6. The computer's going to tell Asterbate, like, if you're not going to take there, you should probably play bishop f1 or something. You should have taken, dude. So here he takes on c4. I don't know why that move was necessary. Now you have 2 holes. You could have played b takes c4, and on knight b4 you still have d3. Remember the Alamo, Asterbate. Free analysis. Oh no. Oh no. Bro. Can anybody donate $1, please? Yeah. I wish I could like command people. Donate $1 now. Asterbate did this. The wall. Nedog says it's a slightly strategy to have those odd numbers in there. It's a Nedog strategy. Nedog's helping me. That'd be funny. You get like really wealthy people with OCD and just get a friend to keep like donating weird numbers. They lose their mind. I think Asterbate, you need to put like your pawn on a4 to stop b5 before you do this. Or 81, even better yet. 81 is the new 69. Wait, what? What? Why is this a question mark? Why is bishop g4 a bad move? Do you seriously have like a piece sack on b5? Wow. You don't. You don't have it, so what do you have? Oh, bishop takes b5. Asterbate, you had knight takes b5, pawn takes b5, bishop takes b5, and the threat of e5. And you're actually going to win a piece back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that was a really sloppy game. He didn't play like the same against you. Disc has tipped $11. Disc. The slip disc variation. He needs physical therapy. He donated $11. Mysterious disc. $11 to make an even 1930. I don't know. I'm feeling like 1937. When was Aliakin in Argentina? Good job, Disco. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so we got 1930, $70 to go. But anyway, all right, guys, good tournament. Don't forget, Wednesday's off. We're going to be back here. Thank you for the donations. We're going to be back here. Thank you, Disc. Thursday analysis stream. Don't forget to send me games. All right, I love analyzing our games on Thursdays. time to play the silly blitz chess. So again, Thursday night analysis. See you guys there. Bye-bye.